twister, where the night comes alive, where the neon lights flicker and the moon starts to dive. In the heart of the desert, where the outlaws play at the titty twister, we dance the night away. Step inside, feel the heat, hear the roar. Step inside, feel the heat, hear the roar. As the crowd gets wild, craving for more. The air is thick with the scent of sin. In this den of vices where the fun begins. Welcome to the titty twister, where the night comes alive, where the neon lights flicker and the moon starts to dive. In the heart of the desert, where the outlaws play at the titty twister, we dance the night.
Salma Hayek. Hello and welcome to Movies on Disc. I am Chloë. Today, we are going to count down the top 15 movies starring one of the most talented and beautiful actresses in Hollywood, Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek is a Mexican-American actress, producer, and activist who has appeared in over 50 films and received numerous awards and nominations. She is known for her versatility, charisma, and passion for her roles. She has played everything from a vampire queen to a fashion icon, from a fairy tale princess to a gun-slinging outlaw, from a drug lord's wife to a religious rebel. But before we start the countdown, let's take a moment to appreciate one of her most iconic and memorable roles, Santanico Pandemonium in the 1996 cult classic From Dusk Till Dawn. In this film, Salma Hayek plays a seductive dancer at a strip club that turns out to be a den of vampires. She mesmerizes the audience with her sensual moves and her snake-like companion, before revealing her true nature and unleashing her fangs. This role established Salma Hayek as a sex symbol and a horror icon, and it is still one of her most popular and praised performances. Now, without further ado, let's begin the countdown of the top 15 movies starring Salma Hayek. Number 15, House of Gucci, 2021. At number 15, we have House of Gucci, the biographical drama directed by Ridley Scott and based on the book by Sarah Gay Vaughan. The film tells the story of the rise and fall of the Gucci fashion empire, and the murder of Maurizio Gucci, the grandson of the founder, by his ex-wife Patrizia Reggiani. Salma Hayek plays Pina Auriemma, Patrizia's friend and confidant, who helps her hire the hitman who kills Maurizio. The film features an ensemble cast that includes Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Jared Leto, Al Pacino, and Jeremy Irons. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was praised for its performances, costumes, and production design. Number 14, Tale of Tales, 2015. At number 14, we have Tale of Tales, the fantasy horror film directed by Matteo Garrone based on the collection of fairy tales by Giambattista Basile. The film interweaves three stories set in three different kingdoms, each involving magic, monsters, and moral dilemmas. Salma Hayek plays Queen of Long Trellis, a barren woman who desperately wants a child. She follows the advice of a necromancer, who tells her to eat the heart of a sea monster cooked by a virgin. She succeeds in getting pregnant, but so does the virgin who cooked the heart. The film also stars Vincent Cassel, Toby Jones, John C. Reilly, and Shirley Henderson. The film received positive reviews from critics, who praised its visual style, dark humor, and originality. Number 13, Hitman's Bodyguard, 2017. At number 13, we have Hitman's Bodyguard, the action comedy film directed by Patrick Hughes and written by Tom O'Connor. The film follows the unlikely duo of Michael Bryce, a former AAA-rated executive protection agent, and Darius Kincaid, a notorious hitman, who have to work together to testify against a ruthless dictator. Salma Hayek plays Sonia Kincaid, Darius's wife and partner in crime, who is imprisoned in Amsterdam and awaits her husband's rescue. The film also stars Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson, Gary Oldman, and Elodie Yung. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was a box office success and spawned a sequel in 2021. Number 12, After the Sunset, 2004. At number 12, we have After the Sunset, the heist comedy film directed by Brett Ratner and written by Paul Zbyszewski and Craig Rosenberg. The film follows Max Burdett, a master thief who retires to the Bahamas with his girlfriend Lola after stealing the second of the 3 Napoleon diamonds. However, he is tempted to steal the third diamond when it arrives on a cruise ship, while being pursued by his nemesis, FBI agent Stan Lloyd. Salma Hayek plays Lola Cirillo, Max's girlfriend and accomplice, who wants him to settle down and enjoy their retirement. The film also stars Pierce Brosnan, Woody Harrelson, Don Cheadle, and Naomi Harris. The film received negative reviews from critics, but was a moderate box office success. Number 11, Americano, 2011. At number 11, we have Americano, the drama film directed by and starring Mathieu Demy. The film follows Martin, a Frenchman who travels to Los Angeles after his mother's death to deal with her estate. There, he discovers that she had a close relationship with a Mexican woman named Lola, who works as a stripper at a club called Americano. He decides to find Lola and learn more about his mother's past. Salma Hayek plays Lola, the mysterious and captivating woman who knew Martin's mother and has a secret of her own. The film also stars Geraldine Chaplin, Chiara Mastroianni, and Carlos Bardem. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was praised for its performances and cinematography. Number 10, Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant, 2009. At number 10, we have Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant, the fantasy adventure film directed by Paul Weitz and based on the first 3 books of the series by Darren Shan. The film follows Darren, a teenager who becomes a half-vampire after being bitten by a spider at a freak show. He joins the Cirque du Freak, a traveling circus of supernatural creatures, and gets involved in a war between 2 factions of vampires. Salma Hayek plays Madame Truska, the bearded lady who can see the future and has a romantic relationship with Lawton Crepsley, Darren's mentor. The film also stars John C. Reilly, Chris Massolia, Josh Hutcherson, and Willem Dafoe. The film received negative reviews from critics and was a box office flop. Number 9, Mi Vida Loca, 1993. At number 9, we have Mi Vida Loca, the drama film directed and written by Alison Anders. The film depicts the lives of young Chicana women in the Echo Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, who are involved in gangs, drugs, and violence. Salma Hayek plays Gata, a gang member who is loyal to her friends and has a crush on El Duran, the leader of a rival gang. The film also stars Angel Aviles, Sadie Lopez, Jacob Vargas, and Jesse Borrego. The film received positive reviews from critics, who praised its realism, authenticity, and social commentary. Number 8, Bandidas, 2006. At number 8, we have Bandidas, the Western comedy film directed by Joachim Running and Espen Sandberg and written by Luc Besson and Robert Mark Carmen. The film follows Sarah and Maria, 2 women from different social classes who team up to become bank robbers in 19th century Mexico, after their fathers are killed by a corrupt American businessman. Salma Hayek plays Sarah Sandoval, the daughter of a wealthy landowner who is educated and refined, but also rebellious and adventurous. The film also stars Penelope Cruz, Steve Zahn, Dwight Yoakam, and Sam Shepard. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was a hit in France and Mexico. Number 7, Spy Kids 3D, Game Over, 2003. At number 7, we have Spy Kids 3D, Game Over, the 3rd installment of the Spy Kids franchise directed and written by Robert Rodriguez. The film follows Junie Cortez, a former spy kid who is recruited by the OSS to enter a virtual reality video game and stop the evil toymaker from taking over the world. Salma Hayek plays Seska Giggles, the sister of Donegan and Gary Giggles, and the aunt of Carmen and Junie. She is a spy and a hacker who helps Junie in his mission. The film also stars Daryl Sabara, Alexa Vega, Sylvester Stallone, and Ricardo Montalban. The film received negative reviews from critics, but was a box office success and the first film to use 3D technology in the 2000s. Number 6, Wild Wild West, 1999. At number 6, we have Wild Wild West, the steampunk western comedy film directed by Barry Sonnenfeld and based on the 1960s TV series of the same name. The film follows James West and Artemis Gordon, two secret agents who are assigned to stop Dr. Arliss Lovelace, a former Confederate scientist who plans to use a giant mechanical spider to destroy the United States. Salma Hayek plays Rita Escobar, the daughter of a kidnapped scientist who joins West and Gordon in their quest. The film also stars Will Smith, Kevin Kline, Kenneth Branagh, and Ted Levine. The film received negative reviews from critics and won several Razzie Awards, but was a box office success. Number 5, Dogma, 1999. At number 5, we have Dogma, the religious satire film written and directed by Kevin Smith. The film follows Bethany Sloan, a disillusioned Catholic woman who is chosen by Metatron, the voice of God, to stop two fallen angels from re-entering heaven and undoing the fabric of existence. She is aided by two. Number 5, Dogma, 1999. At number 5, we have Dogma, the religious satire film written and directed by Kevin Smith. The film follows Bethany Sloan, a disillusioned Catholic woman who is chosen by Metatron, the voice of God, to stop two fallen angels from re-entering heaven and undoing the fabric of existence. She is aided by two prophets, Jay and Silent Bob, the 13th Apostle Rufus, and a muse named Serendipity. Salma Hayek plays Serendipity, the muse who inspires artists and writers, but is frustrated by her lack of credit and originality. She joins Bethany and her companions in their quest and uses her wit and charm to help them. The film also stars Linda Fiorentino, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris Rock, and Alan Rickman. The film received positive reviews from critics and was a box office success, but also sparked controversy and protests from some religious groups. Number 4, The Faculty, 1998. At number 4, we have The Faculty, the sci-fi horror film directed by Robert Rodriguez and written by Kevin Williamson. The film follows a group of students at a high school who discover that their teachers are being taken over by parasitic aliens who plan to infect the whole town. They must band together and find a way to stop the invasion before it is too late. Salma Hayek plays Nurse Rosa Harper, the school nurse who is one of the first victims of the aliens. She is infected by the alien queen, who uses her body to spread the infection to other teachers. The film also stars Elijah Wood, Josh Hartnett, Jordana Brewster, Clea Duvall, and Robert Patrick. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was a box office success and has become a cult classic. Number 3, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, 2003. At number 3, we have Once Upon a Time in Mexico, the third and final installment of the Mariachi trilogy directed and written by Robert Rodriguez. The film follows El Mariachi, a legendary musician and vigilante, who is recruited by a CIA agent to stop a coup d'état orchestrated by a corrupt general and a drug lord. Along the way, he faces his old enemies and his lost love. Salma Hayek plays Carolina, El Mariachi's wife and partner, who was killed by the drug lord Barillo. She appears in flashbacks and hallucinations, as El Mariachi remembers their past and seeks revenge. The film also stars Antonio Banderas, Johnny Depp, Willem Dafoe, and Mickey Rourke. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was a box office success and a showcase of Rodriguez's filmmaking style. Number 2, Desperado, 1995. At number 2, we have Desperado, the second installment of the Mariachi trilogy directed and written by Robert Rodriguez. The film follows El Mariachi, a traveling musician who is mistaken for a hitman by a drug lord. He seeks revenge for the death of his lover and his hand, and meets a new love interest along the way. Salma Hayek plays Carolina, the owner of a bookstore who helps El Mariachi and falls in love with him. She becomes his ally and his lover, and fights by his side against the drug lord's henchmen. The film also stars Antonio Banderas, Joaquin de Almeida, Steve Buscemi, and Cheech Marin. The film received positive reviews from critics and was a box office success and a breakthrough for Rodriguez and Hayek. Number 1, From Dusk Till Dawn, 1996. And finally, at number 1, we have From Dusk Till Dawn, the action horror film directed by Robert Rodriguez and written by Quentin Tarantino. The film follows Seth and Richie Gecko, two fugitive brothers who take a family hostage and cross the border to Mexico. They end up at a strip club called the Titty Twister, which turns out to be a front for a nest of vampires. They have to fight for their lives until dawn, with the help of some unlikely allies. Salma Hayek plays Santanico Pandemonium, the queen of the vampires and the main attraction of the club. She seduces Richie with her dance and her snake, and then bites him and transforms into a monstrous creature. She leads the attack on the survivors, and faces off with Seth and his allies. The film also stars George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, Harvey Keitel, and Juliette Lewis. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was a box office success and spawned several sequels and a TV series. And that concludes our countdown of the top 15 movies starring Salma Hayek. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about this amazing actress. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more top 15 videos. Until next time, this is Chloe, signing off.
Welcome to the Titty Twister, where the night comes alive, where the neon lights flicker and the moon starts to dive. In the heart of the desert, where the outlaws play at the Titty Twister. We dance the night away. Step inside, feel the heat, hear the roar as the crowd gets wild, craving for more. The air is thick with the scent of sin, in this den of vices where the fun begins. Welcome to the Titty Twister, where the outlaws play at the Titty Twister. We dance the night away. Step inside, feel the heat, hear the roar as the crowd gets wild, craving for more. The air is thick with the scent of sin, in this den of vices where the fun begins. Welcome to the Titty Twister, where the night comes alive, where the neon lights flicker and the moon starts to dive. In the heart of the desert, where the outlaws play at the Titty Twister.